Hey friends, welcome to my channel today. I have a fun little card making process to share with you, and I'm going to be creating an A2 size card. First of all, I'm going to be using the My Favorite Things Scene Builder stamp. I'm stamping that out using my Misty and some Memento Tuxedo Black ink. So I'm stamping that onto some Neenah 80-pound Solar White cardstock, and I'm planning on doing a little bit of Copic coloring here. So that's why I'm using the Memento Tuxedo Black ink, because it is a Copic friendly ink. I also wanted to stamp that image out onto some Eclipse masking paper because I am going to be doing a little bit of ink blending. And so with the ink blending and the Copic coloring, I just wanted to make sure that I had these masks here to protect the areas that I didn't want to have the ink blending on. So I'm just fussy cutting those clouds. I'm going to put that mask over top of my clouds, and then I'll do the same thing with the trees and the grassy hillside to protect those areas. So here you can see that I'm taking some Distress Oxide ink in tumbled glass, and I'm going to use my Picket Fence Life Changing blending brushes here to blend on this beautiful ink for my sky. You can also see that I'm working on a white surface here. This is a silicone art mat. It's from Waffle flower. I'm not exactly sure of what the exact name of this mat is, but it is fantastic. I love it. It cleans up super easy. It's just a silicone type surface, and I love that it is non-reflective and it's perfect size for making a card. So I'm really happy with this mat. So I'm just going to blend this on here roughly. I am going to use a liquid spritz over top of this, so it didn't really bother me if it was blotchy or wasn't completely perfect. And I also wanted to go in with some antique linen and kind of create the impression of maybe a little bit of a sunshiny sky in the background as well to create my scene here. So I put a little bit of that yellow on there, and now I'm ready to take that mask off and do a little bit of ink blending in the grassy areas. It's always fun taking these masks off, and I am going to save these masks as well. I'll store them with that Scene Builder stamp set so that if I want to build a scene another time and use the masks, I can just reuse those masks again. Now I'm also going to go in with some Shabby Shutters Distress Oxide ink and create a little bit of the grassy area here. I'm going to use a couple of different colors for my grass, including Twisted Citron and then, like I said, the Shabby Shutters, just to create a little bit of dimension. And I love the brightness of the Twisted Citron, and just the combination with the Shabby Shutters is really pretty, I think. I am going to put some music on for the Copic coloring section of the video. I didn't do all of the Copic coloring on camera. It's just really basic. I'm not really doing anything too special with the Copic coloring, just getting a little bit of color on my trees and then on the little pig that I'm going to be coloring from the Piggy Pebbles, My Favorite Things stamp set. I'm going to use that one little piggy image that you'll see here in a bit to create the fun little character on my card. So here goes the Copic coloring, and I'm going to put some music on, and I will catch you back. Now I've got my sweet little piggy all colored here, and I'm ready to die cut this little image out using the dies from that Piggy Pebble set. You can see here I also use my W3 Copic marker just to put a few little speckles on my little pig and add a few little details, and I like how that's looking. Now I'm going to take an Art Impressions mini action wobbler, and I'm going to take the release paper off the back of that and adhere it onto the back of my little piggy, and in that way I'm actually going to make this an really simply created, I guess you could say, interactive card. So you just simply put those little action wobblers on the back of your image, and it is just a fun little addition to a card front. So I'm going to put that on there. You can also see that I have cut out the card front with the Wonky Stitched Rectangle dies from My Favorite Things. I just used the largest die from that set, and it just adds a nice little detail to my card front. I'm going to use my white gel pen just to add a little bit of highlighting on the snout of my little pig. I use that also on the insides of the piggy's ears, and it just adds just a little bit of extra detail onto the little pig image. I love how this is looking. I think this is really fun. And now I'm ready to add a sentiment. So the sentiment that I'm going to add is from that Piggy Pebbles stamp set. And I'm just going to add this with some VersaFine Onyx Black ink, which is just a really nice crisp ink. And you saw earlier in that music section that I sprayed Shimmer Spritz on my card to make it super glittery and shiny. And this ink just stamps beautifully over top of that Shimmer Spritz, which is really nice. I love that. So now I'm just going to take some foam adhesive. I'm going to add that to the back of my card just to give my card some pop off of my card base. And I am using an A2 size base here for my card, and this is some Simon Says Stamp Fog cardstock. And my card is going to be finished. I left the inside of my card blank just because I wasn't really sure what sentiment I wanted to put in there, or if I just wanted to write a message and leave it blank. And so it is blank on the inside, and now I'm just showing you the shimmer and shine to this card. I totally love this. I know exactly who I'm going to give this card to, and I think she is really going to love it, and I think it'll give her a little bit of a chuckle. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping by today. I really appreciate it. Have an amazing day, and I hope to see you another time.